Hey Rachel, so we're back. For this reading, we're gonna look into your future. I know you had a question about whether you're gonna have any more kids. This deck specifically has a children's card, so I wanted to pull it on screen to see if it comes out, and we're also gonna ask the questions of what paths or what because this is all future energy, so what we could do now, I guess, or what may be affecting the path towards children, since that is the path that we're asking the question about. So I break the deck, and the first card I get here is let go of control issues. So it says allow this situation to unfold naturally. And soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So that's just confirmation, as we already know. So Divine Spirit, Ashe, and thank you for the space that we have together. We call on any loved ones of Rachel's, any messages from her divine self that she needs to know, and again, any advice for the future, going towards the path of children. What do we need to know? And thank you, Ashe. So we get worth waiting for, which is divine timing is at work in your love life, and give your relationship a chance, which is work on your partnership. So I feel like that is definitely advice for now. And playfulness. So it's saying to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. I feel like these are almost like very repetitive cards. I did just see make the effort, which did feature children on it, but let me see. Playfulness flipped over. So reconciliation from someone from your past is returning to your life. This could be the one you've already met, the romantic partner you seek. I feel like with this energy though, this could be another like soul family member, like someone from your past. And playfulness has pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. I almost feel like that has to do with like in career finance at the bottom. I almost feel like the playfulness has to do with like those, like the things that you do that you may I don't want to say necessarily indulge in, but the things that like, it's like the things that you used to do when you were younger kind of energy I'm getting to. So pay attention to make sure it's not things that were necessarily like, if they're not working towards the intentions you're setting here and now, I would just pay attention to whether or not they're really like a part of your goal. So we have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. This is giving me all relationship vibes. Is this building up to a child? Like, can we ask that question? Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Healing family issues. So it says your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. I feel like this may be some sort of parenting, something with parenting that needs to be forgiven, whether it's a parenting style. It says keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Ooh. But I feel like it's like almost an expectation you have around parenting because of how you were raised. So express your love, free yourself in true love. Let go of control issues, heart-to-heart conversations, getting to know each other. Codependency, wedding, past life relationship. Let your friends help, new love. Love yourself first. Separation, soulmate, make the effort. This was the children card I was talking about. Not the actual children card, but I did see children with making the effort. So when it comes to like loving yourself first and pulling in this past life relationship, there's still a lot of what I'm getting very strongly here, and I almost pulled the entire deck, is that there was a lot of work that needs to be done within the relationship to get to this. So I don't know if it's like a wedding, because I feel like engagement, like things getting to a higher level, a separation from that though, a separation from a wedding, finding your soulmate. Wow, I almost feel like this is really laid out here. Hold on. Hold on. Because with wedding then came unrequited love. I wonder if you could see this. Learning to love and forgive after separation, forgiving and learning, releasing your ex. And then it's like engagement, retreat, calling in your soulmate. It's safe to love, and that's going to bring the passion back. But this flirting energy, this, I feel like it's worth waiting for, almost, in the sense that, like, going back to your first cards, you guys need to recapture this, like, playfulness and give it a chance to, like, reignite itself. I almost feel, though, because this was all supposed to be future energy. But I feel like what is drawing me to is because of your past, you haven't healed that yet. You haven't moved on. Like, for all this to have to come out first, like, it literally has to come out first. Like, it's either a heart-to-heart, and it's funny because it's just drawing me to this. It's either a heart-to-heart conversation where it's like you free yourself from the burden of the past, so that you're allowing yourself to open up, because that's the blockage in the sacral chakra. It's like almost like past lovers, like leaving scars, like where it's like, I'm thinking of, like, it's weird, but like scar tissue, and how like it's hard to, like, you don't really heal from scar tissue, or it doesn't, like, you have to get that surgically removed. So, like, you're not gonna, obviously you don't have actual scar tissue, but the thought of, like, surgically removing it is you going in with intention to call it out, pull it out, shed light on it, burn that shit out, do whatever you have to do to remove it. All right. Yeah, and I did want to pull this out because I want to put this here. That is the intention that we're setting. So I want to pull a couple more cards to get in some more advice for the future advice here. And then we're going to end it out with the pendulum, where you can ask your questions and get your answer. I don't obviously know what your questions will be, but I think that'll make it even that more authentic. I'll ask the question first just to calibrate it, and then I'll give you the time to ask your questions, and you can even pause the video so that you can see what the answers are. All right. But this is all future energy, and again, any messages from any past loved ones has to say. I feel like even from all of, like, what I've collected from your energy, I understand now the heartache. I understand now, like, seeing the depth. Like, you have to see how much came out just now, right? It's like so many layers to why, like, you could almost close off or have a blockage in like the space of, like, having you, like, I don't want to say, it's how I'm trying to say this. It's like the youthful, it's like, because you start to, it's the innocence. It's the, you start to have inhibitions. You start to have things that create, like, a fear, or, like, you start to lack courage. You start to, like, let the beast take over instead of you conquering the beast. This is Leo energy. Every time I do your reading, I swear, is your uncle a Leo? Like, there's a Leo here every time. Every time. And I ask you this every time. Strength, fierceness, family. Very fitting. This is calling for you to take the charge. The number 2 is there too. I can't help but not see that as well. This is calling for you to have the courage to take the charge. I almost feel like the Wizard of Oz story. How like everybody came to the witch to like find a different part of them that they didn't realize that they had. But it took that part of them that they thought they needed to go on that journey for to get from somebody else. It was already in them. It was through the journey that they found, I do have this. I don't need it from someone else. It's already within me. River of Blessings. I'm going to send you a screenshot of what these say, just so we don't take up too much time in your reading. Release constraints. And that breaks down to 11. So we have 2, 11, and 9. Bright heart light. Open connections. This is releasing blockages. And I like how both of these, it goes from sacral to like earth energies here. The sun is like clarifying, illuminating. I feel like, and with you too, I get a lot of like, what is that called? Like shadow work, or like, it's the attributes about ourselves that like we don't like to see, but that others see in us, or that like others may bring out of us, but we still don't even want to acknowledge it in ourselves. It's like and it reminds me of the lion too, even with like maybe ego, but it's like courage to see within, courage to see where you're blocking off, maybe even love, the playfulness, the recapturing like the lighter side of life, the youthful side of life, the free-spirited nature, the power over difficulty, reclaiming your power. This is exactly what we're talking about here. It's the courage to speak up. It's the courage to go deep. It's the courage to like literally control. It's the courage to control, like it's to be so controlled within, and to like, I feel you're always, and especially with the Leo, you're always coming from the heart space. So it's never a matter of if you care. It's how you show you care. It's how you communicate caring. It's how you express a love language even. It's how you like find a deeper meaning to commitment and to connections and to, because like even seeing from how you went to wedding to engagement, like engagement was after wedding. It wasn't before. You're ascending to a higher level of commitment after you've gone through a level of commitment that didn't work out. It went from wedding to separation. Like, and then there's like wounds, scarring within that's not being addressed. And that's the scarring that's like creating blockages. And you have to power over this because it is difficult, because it is going to create a change, because it almost feels like you've been manipulated into thinking certain things, thinking certain things because you're the one telling yourself that, though. Believing you can't do it, believing, like even listening to other people, maybe even telling you what you can and can't do. This is like learning to listen to you, learning to have the courage to be your own boss, and to like tame the frustrations, tame the rage, tame the hurt, the pain, the wanting to. You have such a loving nature, and it's like you want that to show, you want that to shine, but it's like it's coming off almost misunderstood is the energy that I'm getting. And it's like everybody has a hurt space. Everybody has like the misunderstood. It's like, and especially when you allow the opportunity to be misunderstood, like don't allow space for those things anymore. Because it's like, if you think about it, For all the problems and the energy that you allow to things of the past, it's taking up space, and your body can only hold so much, right? So think about it as you trade something from the past, you allow space now for something new to come in. You allow like opportunities to come forth, like soul family members to reach out in ways that like it wasn't able to come through before because it was blocked. Like there was blockages here. And the blockages are your like unseen but very much felt scarring. I can't help but notice under the bottom of the deck. Patience. This is 14, so I want to say this is the Temperance card. And she's growing something from her hand. This is manifestation as well, but I feel like I'm not, because I feel like that would be Hangman energy, but this is a fire Sagittarius energy. And they're very much like the Leo's the kid of the zodiac. And you have Leo here, but the Sagittarius are like the free-spirited kids of the zodiac. They're like the travelers, they hold a lot of wisdom because they just go with their knowing, their sense of direction. They have an internal compass. Your child has an internal compass, like I feel like on its way towards you. And it's almost like it's knocking. It's like it's trying to navigate you towards a certain direction where it's like that playfulness needs to come back. I feel like even in playing with kids, playing with like you need to recapture some sort of playfulness. I almost wonder if this is with a career path. I want to pull some more cards so we're not just like I want to ground this a lot more because I have a lot of feelings, but I want to have it so you can see it and not just be me talking, you know, of course. So, maybe I need to drink some water. I'm getting to. And it came out anyway. Wow. You're not accepting offers right now because you're in discontent and boredom. I feel like you're not satisfied with something with the way things are. Look how this adds up to 14 too. This is, and then if you add them all to, they add up to 5, the 14s, you know, the 7 sevens. Standing your ground is going to create some sort of triumph. This is Cancer energy. So this is giving me, it's funny because it's that land dweller, that in between land and water energy. But victory over, like, you're coming over some sort of triumph. Like, it's like heading off in the right direction with purpose is the energy that I'm getting. And being able to stand in that grounding. It's having that courage, too. It's funny that they both have animals. There's a lot of animals I'm seeing in this reading, too. But with the Temperance, this is giving me, like, that nurturing energy that, it's nurturing from within, though. It's like this plant is literally growing out of the palm of her hands. Like, so like you are the earth. You are that soil, that foundation for that seed to grow is the energy that I'm getting. And you really have to stand in your power of knowing what you want, of like going in that direction, moving with courage in that direction, like moving with a heart space in that direction, and not feeling like, but this is emotions. I almost feel like somebody else is raining on your parade even, or like I keep getting the idea that other people are giving you like the mindset maybe even that you can't, and like this person's just so disappointed with like, and look at this heart chakra, like if did I not say heart and solar plex? Like, do you see this? They're just like so disappointed. It's like, and turning their back to things. But there's a castle behind them. He's in a castle, but I feel like this is the castle of your dreams. And it's like, and it's giving me too with that 4, this stability, that's foundations. You're turning your back to your dreams. You're turning your back to what used to spark you, or what used to bring some sort of emotional satisfaction, happiness, joy, revitalizing that youthfulness. There's something here that you need to be patient with, and growing it, and growing, like, even that space to be happy again, and growing. It's that control issue thing too. I just got that with the releasing constraints. That's creating stress. It's like tension, like dis-ease, like it's weird too, because it's reminding me of like a dam. How like every tree or every branch, look at that as like you making an attempt and it not working out. And then now that's another branch going into that dam, stopping up the waters. The water wants to flow. The water wants to go through that dam and like be abundant, like provide that emotional satisfaction. And it's like, and I say that too with the river of blessings here. I get the energy of like, you can't take your past with you if you want these blessings to flow. Like your future is here, your future is now, your future is standing your ground in the now, in what you know ignites you, and what you know you're passionate about, and what you know makes you happy, and what you know because it's like the current state is like, even if you had these blessings handed to you right now, you are at a space where you wouldn't even see it as a blessing because of how hurt you are. You're almost not, it's, I just did a reading too, and I'm gonna send it to you because it was part of your reading, but it was such a powerful reading. I couldn't just put it, it was like bigger than you. It's like, and that's the energy I'm getting with this too. It's like this is bigger than you. When we do this, like when you create this, it's so, you're pulling in soul ties, you're pulling in like DNA activations, you're pulling in light codes, you're really pulling on the universe, like the stardust, to create a human, to create a miracle. Like it's doing magic. Literally, this is doing magic. But this is not trusting yourself. This is not trusting that like you have that spark to create magic anymore. That's the energy that I'm getting here. And you're creating blockages and like all those failed attempts, or even with like the heart and the solar plex. This is pouring out love, and this is it being blocked and it affecting your confidence, courage, confidence. Like the everything that the lion represents, the standing in the power, the being like loyal, regal, like everything, like the family line, the family ties, the fierceness, the umph. Even you, it's allowing you to have going forward, and its power, its literal power, perseverance. This is like drawing on the journey, man. Purpose, atonement, vision quest. I can't help be drawn to all these horses and these animals that they're on, and then all the white. White to me, I mean, white in general signifies like innocence. It signifies purity. It signifies like, for me, I see the moon, femininity. It signifies like, and it may even come down to like starting into getting like a ritual for like cleansing. So I almost want to say like detoxing, but not necessarily to the extreme, but maybe like practicing rituals where you're honoring yourself, your body, your ability to bring forth life, like your femininity, like getting a ritual, whether it's like taking a salt bath, like, you know, like and just having your space and your time to just be in your body and enjoying it. And in those times, think about what scars have been placed on your body by you or not by you, but that you're still holding on to, and release it into the water. When you do that, you're a Scorpio, man. Do it. I just felt that. That's powerful. You really have to watch this other reading that I did, and that's that Phoenix energy. I mentioned that in that last reading. I see a lot of fire energy in this as well. And then I've already mentioned Leo. So every time they show up, man, I don't know who this is, but I see 556. So it's even the last reading, I'm telling you, the 5 5s. This is 32 and 23, the reflections. So even with this, the sun is a reflection of the moon, being that masculine and feminine duality. I feel like there may even be some distension between your softer side, your femininity, and your masculine side, where you've been so scarred, you're only dealing with things from a masculine point of view. You're not in touch with your feminine side. And that's what all this is pulling on. This is nothing but women in these pictures. I just noticed that. Do you see all of this? They're calling on you. This is that sisters. I think you got the 7 sisters before. There's 7 women here. Wow, talk about soul tribe. This is 7 women. 7 sisters, starseed. And I think you pulled that before. I want to say I went back and watched, and you've gotten that card. And it's funny because it's like the 7 dimensions, or like the, wow, even just to say that, I feel like it's on the 7th dimension where you're actually like procreating. It hasn't come down to the 3rd dimension yet, to the 3D, because you haven't pulled this energy down yet. You have to embody. You have to embody. You have to envision. You have to, like, it's all an inner knowing first before it becomes reality. You have to feel this. You have to see it. You have to know it. You have to draw on the strength of it, because there's strength here. There's healing here. There's building, creation, networking, purpose, visions, openness, open connections, oneness, family, and Phoenix, fire, reclaiming power, fire. This is elements. This is a magician. This is a really coming into understanding your power, but like more so of like the power of like what your soul purpose is, like what. And it's funny, I don't mean soul as in one, I mean soul as in you. And that's funny how those can align to be one and one. Your soul, SOLE, and your soul, SOUL, both align to the same purpose. That's deep. Hours, conserve. I feel like you need to work on time management, conserving your hours. Maybe we only get so many hours in the day, so maybe like writing things down, like getting a calendar and like making a schedule again for rituals. I see fake news sources, so I feel like dream states tell all. I feel like you're trusting too much on maybe outside sources that aren't real, like they're not you. You gotta go within. Divine masculine, I told you, you're living in your divine masculine energy because of the need to protect. That's that fierceness. That's that, like, I don't want to be hurt anymore, so I'm going to guard myself. I'm going to guard. And I feel like it's a motherly influence too. Maybe that's how you were raised. Maybe that's because of your raising, how you were raised. Dry land, get out of water. This is saying get out of your emotional body and go to dry land. Come back to the earth. Come back to the heart space. Come back to some more earthly influences. It could be, I feel like with the years too. You have to decide. I don't know how old you were when you had your first child. I'm getting 1823. So 5 years, would that be? And five. Yeah, I'm getting drawn to fives. I don't, it's something in 2 years and then something in five. 18 would be 9. I don't know how old your first kid is. Like, there's a lot of numbers here. So with the years though, I want to say 5. Somebody's 5, or it'd be 2 to 5 years. But I'm being drawn to 5. Generational wealth. You want what you can't have in weeks. Something was passed on to you. Okay. And it's through DNA activations. I feel like something was passed on. Something's coming back here. Someone's coming back here. Generational wealth. This child is gonna be a reflection of another person in your family. I feel this energy so strong. I feel like maybe you even want a girl and you're gonna have a boy and it's gonna be like your grandfather. Because I swear to God, I just saw grandfather somewhere too. Grandma. Oh. But I get grandfather because that's why it didn't come out. I get it's your it's royal bloodline. This is your bloodline. I'm being drawn to this. Many wishes coming true. And 1, 2, 3, go. This is dope. I like this energy. I get like you have so many, I am in love with you, true partner. You have so many people working with you, like to create, I feel like, and it's like so funny I said 7 dimensions because I feel like it's just a 7, like the energy of like a real trinity. Like this, like when you think of trinity, it's like, but you know how the number 7's divine. So it's like trinity is, and it's funny because earlier I was judge, jury, and prosecution, some shit like that. But that's like, it's funny because that could be, but that's how you treat yourself. But with the judge, jury, and prosecution, like you're your own trinity within that. You gotta break out of that energy. But the trinity really should be between you, your divine spirit, and the universe or source, God, whatever you want to call it, all co-creating together. That's what a trinity is. But when you talk about divinity, that's bringing in like ethers, that's bringing in the universe, like that's bringing in your higher self, your soul tribe, like ties to like the grass, the fire, the stars, the like everything, and then things that we don't even know. Like it's just so metaphysical. It's just like the number 7, it's like a prime number for one. You can't make anything smaller than it. And it's like such a foundational like structure too. Something's really important about 2. I just don't know. I know you do though. So and I felt like your reading was 222 the other day too. And father, I just saw that daughter, father. Money hungry, starving, primal instincts, low vibrations, lower chakras or chakras. So I feel like too, and they're telling me to smoke. I feel like too, when you're dealing with like, it's interesting because the energy I get with what I just saw, when you're dealing with the hurt space, you're almost still going back to that primal instincts. And that's where that divine masculine takes over. Because he comes back in to be that protector. He's the force. He's the strength. He's the courage, that masculine energy, where the feminine is more docile. She's more intuitive. She's more going within. She's more nurturing. She's more not having to use force, but still having the same power. She's softer. She's wiser. And not to say like wiser in the sense that like she just sees a fuller picture. It's not to say masculine energy can't see or aren't wise, because it does, like through trial or through obstacles, you gain wisdom. So it's not to say that like there's no wisdom behind masculinity. It's just saying that wisdom doesn't always have to be through pain, through obstacle trials, like fear, illusions, through all the things you don't want to deal with. Sometimes you can sit back and allow things to come to you. You don't have to work for this, is the energy I'm getting. You, even with the generational wealth here, that's very important that I'm saying that. You don't have to work for a lot of things that are about to come to you if you can trust yourself and knowing that you're going to be guided. You're going to be guided to do what you need to do. You're going to be guided because you already know it's within you what is going to happen. This is tapping to a lot of different energy. It's saying rock the boat. Lips getting messy. Lips getting messy. That's funny. Rock the boat. Take a walk. Gaining wealth through honest dealings. And tears drying on their own. I'm telling you, and I know I can't, this isn't like I'm telling you, but like honestly, like the energy that I'm feeling and that I'm sure you're feeling here too, is like, it's not until you rock the boat or get rid of the cobwebs, I want to say, on all the past things of what you wanted that you couldn't have. Like, there's real generational gain here. There's real, like, I feel like even going online or listening to other people's perspectives or opinions about what you can do, stop that. Listen to you. There is no other source but you. You know when your body's healing. You know when your body can take it's this tension, it's stress. Like it'll come across as cramping, it'll come across as like bloating, it'll come across as like, and it's water too. Like you may even retain water like at certain points and not realize where that's coming from, but it's the stress. Rocking the boat energy gives me that water, taking on water. And the tears drying on their own. Tell someone you love them. I feel like with the taking a walk, you need to incorporate more exercise too to get your Kundalini energy up. And I don't know if that's how we started this reading, but it's taking me back there. You need to run, get to that runner's high, get to like stimulating yourself where you're out of your mental space and in your physical body, because this is calling on healing of the physical body to get your chakras back into alignment. And you need to regain confidence to do that. So start going outside into nature, start talking to nature, start spending more time with plants, like growing things. Things will literally start to grow out of your hands. Like it's like that energy of abundance is here for you. I feel like, and it's in everything you speak too. It's how you speak to yourself internally, and it's the things that come out of your mouth. So it's literally being kinder. It's opening your heart. It's finding that unconditional love, that heart space, that heartfelt energy that's bringing up passion. It's going to bring a spark. It's going to bring stardust together. It's literally going to create magic. And this is in the future energy. You do have this in your future. You just need to see it now. You need to start gathering it in the ethers, even if you're just doing it mentally right now. Start collecting these things. Start collecting your jewels that you're taking as your wealth, because it's going to fall like flood. It's going to flood you. That's interesting too. I said that. I'd have flood protection insurance on any homes that you plan to buy. Yeah, because thank you. I should. It's weird too because I don't even get that it would be your house that's gonna flood. So I don't know what that's about. I feel like you may be on vacation or something and someplace floods. I hear even it's raining right now, so like it's gonna be some sort of storm that comes out of nowhere and it's like flood. I don't know that it would like provide flood insurance for traveling, but like maybe that's something to look into. If you're planning any like big trips, like, and I don't know if you're planning anything in the next couple of weeks, but I get rock and boat, and I don't know, that's just really weird energy. So I don't know if anybody's taking any trips. That's just a word of advice too. Encouraging brothers. Whatever you do, put in, expect that shit back. Revelations. And that's literally what revelations mean. Like, it's the foresight, it's the forewarning. Like, they're telling you, like, literally whatever you envision. It's like having that prophecy almost, like, but we are the prophecy, and realizing that, like, it's that. And that's that Kundalini energy too, the Phoenix rising. That's that fire. That's that fire is connected to spirit. Like, you always think about fire as spirit, right? That's what that orb is, or that light energy. Fire's light, right? So it's illumination, it's clarity, it's bringing more so into focus, like, the mindset of, like, how you draw your spark. I feel like the checkerboard again, with things needing to be a certain way, black and white. Somebody's really struggling with, like, getting out of that mindset. I feel like a lot of this is needed. And that energy alone is that Kundalini energy. And then to reassess this. Reassess what you want even during this space. And something was behind it. Elegant. So I feel like, and I'm just bad for you. I feel like here, even somebody feels like they almost have to be like, I almost feel, this is weird. I'm sorry to go here, but this is what you asked for, right? This is a sexual reading. I feel like somebody almost feels prude in a situation, or like they're being required to, like, almost like I don't know, like they have a lot of fantasies or a lot of things that they want to fulfill or be fulfilled, but they're sitting up almost like, I want to say sitting up on a pedestal, or almost being like, oh, I'm better than that, or even like you feel bad about having that thought, because it's like, I don't know. Words are spells, curses, which are you casting? So it's like, yeah, again, what is your, like, I almost feel like, and you almost make somebody feel bad about it or guilty about it. And it's like, it's cursing the thought of, like, exploring things is like, and it could really lead to some really great sex. Not just good sex, but great sex is the energy. Do you see? I can't make this shit up. This is wild. Explore each other. Like, explore. That's what the purpose of this is. And I'm tapping in, y'all. I'm tapping in. I hope this isn't too personal. This is saying, like, you're more than good enough, and you guys really just maybe need to use different body parts. Like, just explore with that and start from there. Like, this is giving me the energy, like, when you have a purpose and when you really have a partner to walk that purpose with, like, you need to trust. You need to open your heart up and, like, allow someone in. And this is two-sided. This isn't just one person. Like, it's not, you're not doing it by yourself, you know? So, like, it's coming to that heart space where you're really pouring into each other. And once you do that, like, once two become one, you create something that's magic. I keep getting that same thing. Fire and beach. I really get the vibe of a vacation. So, like, I don't know if it's gonna happen during a vacation. I feel like it may even be a honeymoon. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it's gonna happen quickly. I saw hours. Soften to love. I feel like it's gonna happen quickly. And streams. You're gonna have different streams of income as well. I feel like even, yeah, because this is gonna be exhilarating for you. I feel like you have different options coming in. And it's like, oh my God. This is what I'm talking about, you guys. Aww. Exactly. I just saw 45. I just hit the 45-minute mark. So it's like, don't need to say anymore. Wow. Wow. This was all leading to that. This is a blessing, man. This is such a blessing. My heart just opened. Wow. I hope you feel the energy. Wow, 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 wow. I get, again, with the third eye, so let me speak on that really quickly. So, this is just so beautiful. All right, with the third eye, your body is talking to you. Animals are talking to you. The vibrations in the room are talking to you, and you control all of it. The more you pay attention, the more sensitive you are. And think about water. Think about how things vibrate in water. Think about a shark even. And I don't know why I'm being pulled to the shark. Sharks have the highest senses because they can like feel the smallest vibration of water from so far away. Like when you think about the intensity of water and like how a blockage in that intensity can cause like blockages and like major things, you would start to be more like insightful. And that's what that third eye is about. That's where you pick up on small synchronicities, small, not coincidences, but coincidences that are, aren't coincidences because nothing is. Like, you become that much more heightened to your environment and like allowing yourself to feel, like to really be in the moment and be open. And it opens you, it opens a lot more to you, and it opens you soften to that side of yourself. It's the feminine energy. This is such a beautiful reading. Like, I thank you for allowing me to do this. I want to pull more cards, but like I don't know what more to say. Okay, well, I didn't know to say this is what I'm trying to get at. But we'll pull a couple of tarot because this is all mainly oracle anyway. I mean, the spiritual is tarot, but I'm getting that third eye activation. What is the first card out? This is a pentacle, a offer from God. This is a seed. This is a stable offer. This is something tangible. This is something physical. This is something brand new that's going to ground you. That's your first card out with the tarot. Again, this is future energy. You have a gift coming in. This is literally a gift. You have a gift coming in. This could be a ring. And I'm being drawn to her hand, the way she's holding it in her hand. I get a lot of hand energy here, so well, you decide what you want to. I have to lay these out, and I'm pretty sure you'll be able to see them, right? So we have the Five of Swords, right? This is mental conflict, followed by the Empress. What is she holding in her hand? I feel like that may be the mental conflict, is like you don't want to jump into marriage again, but you see she's pregnant, right? But there's still a ring in her hand. She doesn't have the ring on, but she's holding it in her hand. So I'll say that. You're an empress. You're so abundant. Somebody looks at you as their wife. Like you're already spoken for is the energy I get here. The world. This is a cycle here. This is a cycle that has the opportunity of bringing in all these different elements to provide for it. This is like universal energy of like things colliding, things coming together, things working. Happy, man. Three of Cups. You needed to close out cycles of the past, of what you knew a wife to be, of what you knew like the structure of things to be. because it's not how things are gonna be. You have to walk on faith with this energy. You have to trust that stuff is being built for you. You can't see it. And that's the nightmare behind this. You're having nightmares because you can't see it. You need to feel it. That's the difference. You're not gonna see this coming. You have to feel it coming for it to come. It has to be from a deeper sense of knowing, from a deeper soul connection. Like, why? Because there's a lot of healing here first. There's a lot of heartache. There's a lot of pain. There's a lot of... I get like miscarriages. I'm not even gonna lie. I think I said that in the first reading too. And that's the healing that needs to come from there. That's why that sacral chakra energy is so important in calling on like feminine energy. Because you're trying to like... This is Phoenix energy, judgment, Scorpio energy. This is Queen of Cups, again, Scorpio energy, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. You're trying to revive, or like, this has to do with death and rebirth. This has to do with things coming back to life. And I feel like it's your world. You're trying to bring your world back to life. You're trying to bring your world together. Do it from a space of love, not heartache. Like, the heart here is being stabbed, but it's not broken. The heart here is crying, like there's tears or water or like, and I even see clouds, so there's illusions surrounding this as well. This is a mindset that needs to change. This is Nine of Swords, so it's coming to an end here. This is coming to an end because you're about to be nurtured in a way that you didn't even know was possible, because there's victory here. This is, again, Leo energy, Aries, Sagittarius. Excuse me. 4, 5. Talk about it, man. You see this, right? I can't make it up. 4, 5, 1. 4 is your stability. Get your stability down. Change your mindset. And you're going to be one. You're building right now. You're in a stage of building. That's what 2-2 means. It's master builder. I don't know if I stated that before. But that's the energy you're building with. You're building a masterpiece. Ashe. This is in your life, and this will be within you as well. So take care. Love you guys, and I hope this helps. Thank you.